Okay, so another key skill or hot topic that I'm calling it for 2020 is adaptability. So now more than ever, this key soft skill is something you absolutely need to sit up and take note of, and you are really going to have to start to demonstrate it or improve it if you are already very adaptable. Why is that? Why is it a key soft skill that people are looking for now more than ever? Well, if you look at the environment, the world, the way corporate life is changing, even the COVID situation, what has that meant? Well, if we look at the big picture down, businesses themselves have the ones that are able to adapt more quickly are the ones that are going to be able to come out even stronger, hopefully, from something unexpected like the COVID situation. Those that are less, able to show that adaptability are the ones that will probably be hit worst by COVID, unless they happen to be in an industry, that would benefit from it, from the unexpected event anyway. The world is becoming more virtual. There's no getting away from it. If I look at, in my field, IT transformations and that type of thing that go on, very often people within the business are absolutely sick of being on the end of a change to a system, a change to an approach or the way they work. And the people that adapt to that change from a business side are the ones that secure their jobs moving forward. And that is categoric and has always been. And the ones that really struggle with that change are generally the ones that will leave or be possibly made redundant, or moved on elsewhere. So it's always been a really important soft skill, but I think now absolutely more than ever, particularly if you're a senior candidate, well, anybody, but seniority does not make this skill any less important, because if you think about the way the world is at the moment, there's so many times that you have to show that ability to be adaptable and flexible in your approach, and not allow change to be too overwhelming, that you can find a way to embrace it. And these are the people with this soft skill that have been building that muscle of adaptability over time are the ones that are going to be best placed as we move forward. We know it's a key skill, top 5 of the LinkedIn survey as well. So it's really one you need to watch for. So what am I going to ask you to do today? If you've watched any of my other videos, you know what's coming. I'm going to ask you to look at your CV, your experience, your work history, and rank yourself 1 to 10 on adaptability. Now, if you're ranking at 1, which is, if you're giving yourself a 1 and that's as low as it goes, and 10 being you don't need any advice and you're as adaptable as you can be, then I would really suggest you make a choice to learn how to be more adaptable. And there are ways to do that, so please reach out if you need any assistance. But really start to consider this and bring it into your sort of consciousness as you move forward in your career, because it is so important. Now, also in interview, it is something that you can absolutely bring out. As we know, people are listening for it anyway. So I would look back, as I was saying, in your CV, your experience, draw out 2 or 3 examples where you've shown you have maintained a positive attitude despite change. You've taken the change, the bull by the horn, so to speak, when the change has come, and you've managed to adapt and be flexible. And it's a really key skill, as I said. So I would definitely try to pull out 1 or 2 examples. Now, if you're struggling to pull out 1 or 2 examples before you go for your interview, or even as if you're sitting in a job at the moment, then I would urge you to really start to build this muscle, because it's an absolutely key one moving forward, for success in any jobs, and certainly into leadership roles are crying out for this soft skill at the moment.